Is it on me?
What? I'm sorry?
Whenever I'm ready.
Whenever you're ready, I'm absolutely ready.
Okay. Ready, Steven? Okay. Let's go. Let me tell you a story about what happened while I was on patrol the other day. 2 Stories Down by Brian Turner. When he jumped from the balcony, Hassan swam in the air over the Asher Street Market, arms and legs suspended in a blur above palm hearts and crates of lemons, not realizing just how hard life fights sometimes. An American soldier would run to his aid there on the sidewalk, trying to make sense of Hassan's broken legs, his screaming, trying to comfort him with words and an awkward music of stress and care. A soldier he'd startle by stealing the knife from its sheath, the 2 of them struggling for the blade until the blood grooves sunk deep. And Hassan whispered to him, "Shukran, Sadiq, shukran." Thank you, friend. Thank you. So I interpreted the persona of the poem to be a fellow American soldier on patrol. What's interesting is the way this story is told. It's almost a narrative. That being said, you do get a lot of information that seems like it's almost from Hassan's point of view, so it's hard to balance that, but the narrative led me to think that's another soldier watching this happen. Another thing about that is the way he described Hassan's jump from the balcony. It's almost very factual, very detailed. It's like this person's seen a lot of death before and is able to process the details of what should be like a panic-stricken attack or watching this. So that's why I really think it's American Soldier. I tried to emphasize phrases like swam in the air to hopefully get that visual. Same thing with the American running to his aid, try to speed up a little bit, and then whispering at the end. I didn't think I got as quiet as I wanted to be, but same idea to set the setting pretty well. But I think the real story of the poem begins with understanding why Hassan jumped from the balcony. And there's one line that really gives the key, in my opinion, and it's the line where it says, Hassan did not realize just how hard life fights sometimes. I try to make that sound almost frustrated, and that's because I interpreted that line to mean that Hassan was trying to commit suicide. And he was almost angry that he failed in his trying to commit suicide. So where does that lead the poem to go? So the American soldier rushes to his aid, and then Hassan reaches for the knife, and they fight, and eventually Hassan gets stabbed and dies. But at the end he says thank you. He thanks the American soldier for killing him. And that's where I think the persona of the poem really comes out, where the soldier has probably witnessed a lot of his friends and enemies die, and he's kind of sick of fighting this war. And so he's watching this happen, and he watches a guy who tries to commit suicide, fails, and then basically turns down all the help and forces someone else to finish the job, and is in that way conveying that the futility of all of this, and almost the biggest question of the poem, which is what I'll end with, is death preferable to continuing to fight in the war?